morning. You're watching The Inside Scoop. I'm your host, Steve Scanlon. Sitting next to me is my co-host, Bubba. Welcome, Bubba.
How you doing, Steve?
Pretty good. Sitting on stage with us is Emily.
Hi.
And Joe.
Hello.
As you're watching The Inside Scoop, as I mentioned. Now, we got a few things to mention with wrestling. And first thing is Joey's, if you don't mind, Joey, you got the results for the WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Now, many people were frustrated with the signal loss that they saw during that pay-per-view. So they missed out on some of the action. Now, were you able to get all the results, Joe?
Yes.
Even with their in and out signal?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, I'll let you say the results if you don't mind.
Let's see. Women's Money in the Bank match. The Raw side was Asuka, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross. SmackDown side was Liv Morgan, Zelina Vega, Natalya, and Tamina, and Nikki Cross won.
Which I called.
Yes.
And she ended up cashing in the next night successfully. She's currently the WWE Raw Women's Champion.
Yes.
ASH stand for ASH.
Almost a superhero.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
Well, Rhea Ripley attacked Charlotte after a match when Charlotte got herself disqualified like she always does, and hurt her. And Nikki saw this and ran in, cashed her Money in the Bank, and jumped off the top rope and pinned Charlotte. Charlotte was pretty much out of it. So basically, Rhea Ripley cost Charlotte the title. I'm sure you can announce for SummerSlam with the.
Yeah, that's if I got one match for that one.
Yep. That'll be coming up after.
Men's Money in the Bank match with Ricochet, Morrison, Riddle, and Drew. And Big E, Kevin Owens, King Nakamura or Shinsuke Nakamura, and Seth Rollins, and Big E won.
I read that online. I saw it after, because if I remember correctly, I think I picked either Riddle or Shinsuke to win that, so I wanted to win that. I think you picked KO, I know that for a fact.
I picked Ricochet and Riddle.
Ricochet and Riddle, who did well. They did some crazy stuff in that match. Ricochet, probably the best move of the whole match.
The Raw Women's title, which we just spoke about, was Rhea Ripley against Charlotte. Charlotte won. Which was
it was a decent match. That was a good match back and forth. Just basically the whole pay-per-view was really good wrestling, so can't pick a bad match.
The WWE title, Lashley against Kofi. Lashley won.
That was kind of a disappointing match because Lashley basically destroyed Kofi. Now you should mention what happened on Monday and Monday night, since you're there.
Oh yeah, we had the return of WWE Hall of Famer Goldberg challenge.
And Keith Lee came back that night.
Really?
Yes.
Keith Lee got pummeled. I kept shocked he didn't give a better match. I don't think they let him give a good match.
It was a match against Lashley.
Here's a spoiler I read online. Goldberg's not going to win that match.
Now, many people are upset that Goldberg once again has a title shot. My opinion, I think that Keith Lee should be the one getting a title shot at their next pay-per-view, SummerSlam.
The Universal title, Roman against Edge. Roman won. And we had the return of John Cena.
Yes. But the match, that was probably the best match of the night. Edge against Roman Reigns. That was a really, really, really good wrestling match.
During that match, I kept losing signal. John Cena was in the came out afterwards, but during the match, Seth Rollins came out. Do you know what he did during the match?
He targeted Edge.
Oh, okay.
Because Edge stole his spot for the title match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, did he cause Edge to lose the match?
Yes.
Pretty much. Well, I mean, during the men's Money in the Bank match, Jinder Mahal and his two new stiffs came out and cost Drew McIntyre the match.
Who's this two new people?
Who knows? Who cares? Two stiffs they dug up from somewhere. I don't know.
He can't do anything.
Because
He
the
had the
Singh
Singh brothers, and now he's got these two goons.
Well, the Singh brothers got released from the company last
They
month.
did.
Yeah, no. So with that. The Raw tag titles, AJ and Omos against the Vikings, and AJ and Omos still the champs.
Which I called.
I wanted the Vikings, but I called AJ and Omos tough. You can't beat Omos. If Omos, he's too devastating. He needs someone as big as him to compete against him.
They did have a rematch this past Monday night.
And they got beaten, but and then they beat up Riddle.
Quite impressed on the manpower Omos had tossing the Viking.
Well, the Vikings are big guys, both
They are
big men.
guys.
Yeah.
One's about 300 pounds, one's about 280.
So they equal out to like 500 altogether.
Over 550 pounds, I think, combined or more.
From the pre-show, we had SmackDown tag titles, the Mysterios against the Usos, and the Usos the new champs.
8-time champions, I believe, for the Usos.
Is that a WWE record? Most amount?
No,
No?
not even close.
What? What's the most?
I think New Day has the record now.
Is it New Day, you think? I thought.
They keep saying they were like,
Well, I mean,
How many do they
WWE
have?
record for WWE, maybe.
Okay.
they said they were 11-time tag champs.
11? Wow.
That's,
I mean, the most tag team champions I think ever is
Dudley's?
the Dudleys.
9 times?
No, 20, 24?
Wow.
Counting where they had ECW.
well, that's looks
Got one
cool.
match for SummerSlam, which is a triple threat for the WWE Women's title. I forgot to put Raw on it.
It's all right.
Raw Women's title. It's Nikki defending against Rhea Ripley and Charlotte.
I'm going to go on a limb. I think Nikki wins that match. I think Charlotte and Rhea are going to concentrate on each other and ignore Nikki. And Nikki's going to steal a title match from one of them.
I assume that's a triple threat and not a handicap match.
Yep, triple threat. Yes.
Okay.
Also, I think one of the matches is going to be Goldberg against Bobby Lashley. It's kind of, I mean, Bobby Lashley's like, no, I'm not accepting that match, and he's going to accept that match. I think he's already told he has to.
I'm going to go with Lashley on this one only because last time Goldberg made his return, he lost to Drew McIntyre. So I think the losing streak will continue and he'll lose to Lashley. But I don't think fairly, though. I think there'll be interference.
Another match that's the potential. John Cena did challenge Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns declined. But out come Finn Balor, he challenged Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns accepted. So that's another match you could probably write down. I have a feeling that might become a triple threat too with Cena getting involved. That's, I don't know, because Finn Balor returned to SmackDown.
Yeah, he went from WWE to NXT to back to WWE.
When did he return?
Just past
2 weeks
Friday.
ago. And attacked Sami Zayn. I mean, beat up Sami Zayn.
Now, WWE is doing something different this year, SummerSlam. Joey informed me that it's going to take place on a Saturday night instead of a Sunday
Really?
night.
Yes. I don't know why, but that's what they're doing.
It's going to be in Las Vegas in a new arena.
Did they
It was
just make
good
that?
to
arena?
see Raw and SmackDown with a live audience once again.
Oh,
They
the
just
crowd.
started that
I like what Mr. McMahon said. Comes out.
Where the hell have you been?
Where the hell have you guys all been? And that's all he said. He walked away. But the crowd gave him an incredible pop when he came out. Real simple, to the
I
point.
don't know who was more happy, the fans being there or WWE having the fans back.
They're selling the tickets and making their money.
True.
I think the WWE's just as happy that the wrestlers are glad to see. I think are glad to work in front of a live audience again. But upper management is glad to see the money flowing in.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Now, we went to see Top Rope Wrestling a couple of Fridays ago.
Yes,
Over in Brockton.
we mentioned that.
And it was a good show. I liked it. I think
it was
could
okay.
have been better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of the matches weren't the greatest matches, but I mean, the return of a kid who I've known for 15 years. Believe it or not, I've known Matt Magnum for 15 years.
Matt Magnum.
And he attacked Nico Silva, their champion, at the end.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Matt Magnum out of the ring is a real nice guy.
He's a really good
nice kid.
wrestler.
Now, he's a good wrestler, but he's a real nice cat out of the ring. He plays his character well.
Oh, yeah.
Very well.
Oh, that's okay. I know who you're talking about now.
Matt Magnum's wanted to beat Teddy Goods by a
Yeah, I don't know.
simple ankle lock, and Teddy tapped out.
I don't know people by name.
I thought I turned that off. I apologize.
Domino's confirming their order again? No one knew, probably is.
Maybe.
So, do you want to stay at the Marriott Hotel? You should have answered it. Hopefully, a few fans out there who watch that show get a chuckle out of that one. I'm sure you've gotten that phone call a few dozen times, like I have. We should also mention that the All-Star game, the American League won. It was 5-2. Really, Devers had a double. That was a hit he had. I think Martinez struck out a couple times. Our pitcher there didn't do so great, but he didn't score let in runs either. He had a couple walks, but he got out of the inning. I think with 2 strikeouts. And what's his name? Pitched to what? 1 batter or 2? Evaldi?
I'm not sure. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I watched most of the game.
Watch baseball.
I
what it was.
haven't, honestly, maybe I should. I do like baseball. I haven't been paying attention to any of the games yet this season.
Oh, I've been watching a few here and
And
there.
I know I mentioned to Joey about going to 1 or 2 Brockton Rocks games.
I don't think they're playing this season.
No?
No, I think somebody told me that the stadium's totally closed down right now.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they're going to have the wrestling there. I talked to the kid from Top, but he doesn't think they're going there this season either.
There was, we gotta look into it. I was at a restaurant and they had advertised a wrestling coming to Cranston. And next time I go there, I gotta fully read the poster. But there's independent shows coming around. Matter of fact, this
I have a
Saturday,
couple of them written down here,
Okay.
if I may.
Yes.
I'll give you addresses for them. The I can't read my own writing as usual. NWWE was at 870 River Street in Woonsocket. That's we've gone to before. Trooper Gilmore's show. Gangrel's going to be the guest host. Now, if you go online, folks, to this event, it's NWWE Extreme. It's $15 in advance. I think you can still buy advance tickets until almost the day of, or $20 at the door. We have yet to decide if we're going to go to that event. I'm not sure if we're going to go. We may not. The other one that looks decent is the return of RWA. But they have 2 different ventures they're going to. One, I only wrote one down because it's the current one coming up on the 7th of August. It's sponsored by the Mount Pleasant Little League. It's going to be at 836 Mount Pleasant Ave in Providence. That's August the 7th, 2 weeks from Saturday. I couldn't get a price online for them tickets, but they can't be more than $20. I've spoken before about both companies. RWA has a lot of these kids are on my shirt, work for RWA, all these guys. And there's actually another proving ground coming up too, the 25th of next month. It's going to be out in, I think it's, what the heck is it? Not Medford. I'm sorry. I'll look into where, I know it's in the North Shore. I'm looking to be going to that show, possibly. I had trouble getting tickets for that online. But it's good to see, I'm happy to see independent wrestling starting up again and getting a few shows here and there. I mean, the crowds have been decent. The crowd in Brockton was decent. It was about 120 people there. It was good time. It's just good to see the wrestlers go back and perform in front of us locally. Like I said, I've been saying this, I'll say this until I'm dead, okay? For $20, maybe $25 or less, you can see a great wrestling show right up close. You're right in front of the wrestlers half the time, or very close to them. Good show, they're all usually decent matches. Helps promote local wrestling, gets all these stars that go into the WWE. WWE right now, we just mentioned the Viking Warriors, right? Ibar is a local kid. Todd Smith. Donovan Dijak is T-Bar. He worked with 8 Ball from Resolution. He's a local kid. He was trained locally. He lives locally. I can't think of his name. something Hayes. He's using my name Anthony Hayes or something like that, and over in NXT.
Yeah.
Was Christian Casanova, who I've seen wrestle for LPW. You've seen Christian Casanova work a couple times LPW with me.
Matter of fact, I seen
He had a great match against Kushida.
he also did a great match against who was she? Adam Cole.
Yes.
Adam Cole a couple NXT episodes ago.
I think Adam Cole's one of the most elite wrestlers going. I think he should be on the big roster. I think he should be in
I
WWE.
see. I don't know about you, Bubba, but Adam Cole, I see a young Shawn Michaels.
Oh, same
Yeah.
charisma.
I see.
I know Shawn Michaels probably trains him right now. A lot of people don't know that. And
Oh, I never knew that.
He works a lot with NXT right now, training these young guys and giving them ideas and working with them.
Now, NXT, I noticed recently, now when I mean recently, last 3 weeks, a lot of them have been making appearances on WWE episodes of SmackDown and Raw. So we could be seeing a
Karrion
new
Kross.
push of NXT wrestlers on WWE.
Karrion Kross, their champion, their men's champion, has been up. Lost a match to Jeff Hardy. He won a match last night against Joey. Help me out here. Again,
I forgot who it was.
another decent wrestler. Give him a good match.
I think it was Keith Lee.
Yes, it was Keith Lee. He beat Keith Lee last night, which I don't think he should. I think Keith Lee should have beaten him, but Karrion Kross is undefeated in NXT.
I think the person that won should have won because I think they're giving the push that some people from NXT deserve to have.
Well, look at the kids a couple weeks ago. They come up. Shotzi Blackheart and
Tegan Knox.
Tegan Knox.
I like
For
both
the
of those.
upset.
Yeah, with the upset beating.
SmackDown Ladies Champion.
Oh, no,
Ladies
the
champion?
ladies champion. Yeah, Natalia and Tamina Snuka. Tamina.
And was it Tony Storm came up too?
Yes,
I love Tony.
she's a good athlete. It looks like Lily's coming back. Alexa Bliss's little doll there, Lily, was in
Lily?
timeout for about a month. Yeah, she brought her back.
Yeah.
Pretty funny character.
I'm seeing rumors
Now, I've read online they make a live Lily.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
I can be alive, Lily.
Released wrestler Chelsea Green wants to come back as Lily, and they've also mentioned possibly as Paige being coming out as Lily.
I've heard Paige.
Yeah, I read today Chelsea Green wants the job too. He's posting it. She's a good
Chelsea
wrestler.
was like ROH or.
No, she was good. She was on NXT and they released her, but she wants to come back.
She did come into the WWE too, but I don't know, some of an injury and.
I heard rumors that Randy Orton is no longer with WWE.
That's a fallacy. I just read tonight he'll be back in a match on August 2nd.
Cool.
That's
I also
that's
heard
next
what
Monday.
you heard.
But people don't realize that every year at this
August 2nd's next
time,
Monday.
Randy Orton takes 3 to 4 weeks off. He does it every year in the summertime.
I also heard he was released though too.
He's under contract for next, I think it's 2 years.
How about The Fiend? I haven't seen him in a while.
I think they kind of faded away his character when he lost, when he got burned, and then Alexa Bliss kind of turned on him. They kind of faded away. I don't know if Bray Wyatt's coming back with a new character or what's up with him, really. But it's interesting watching these characters evolve and go and evolve and go.
I know there was talk about someone else playing the Fiend character.
Well, Bo Dallas did, we think, for one match, and then he got released the next day. Whoa.
I
Really?
think that was the night that Alexa turned on him.
Yep.
And it wasn't even him as the Fiend.
I mean, she's getting raised from people in the business how well she's playing her character.
She's playing it pretty good.
You know, I mean, she's funny with it. She's good with it. I mean, we've seen the return. It was on the SmackDown side of Zelina Vega. They rehired her. Now, I guess AEW signed Andrade, that is, Charlotte Flair's boyfriend.
Selena's husband is there too.
Yes.
Who?
Aleister Black.
Aleister Black went down there too, right?
Yep.
Well, he's signed with him. He can't wrestle for him yet.
Who?
Aleister Black.
What company is this?
AEW.
Oh.
No, Last time I watched them was a month ago, but I
don't watch it all the time because I don't like a lot of it. I don't like some of the
watch it.
heard Daniel
storylines.
Bryan
like it.
got signed by them.
Yeah.
No, I've heard rumors of that, but is it true or not?
It is
I'm
Daniel-
pretty
I've
sure
heard-
he
I've heard
actually did get
Daniel
signed.
Bryan got
Okay.
signed by him, and I heard
Pretty
rumors
sure.
that Kurt Angle may be signed with him too.
I have not heard that.
I read that.
I watch AEW. It's pretty good.
Didn't Punk get some?
Yes.
I don't know about that because I don't watch AEW.
Pretty sure he did, but I don't know if it's official
I
yet.
think his wife did too. AJ Lee. AJ Lee.
AJ Lee's retired. She does not want to wrestle anymore. Trying to have a kid, and she does not want to wrestle.
Because I
Period.
heard AEW wanted to sign her.
It's supposed to give her mega bucks because she basically retired from the business.
She
She won't even do independent
I think she was
shows.
thinking about being a manager, but she's not 100% sure about it.
Steve, I don't know if you have it put into a segment for tonight, but we should mention what's going on right now. I mean, the Olympics.
Oh
It's
yeah.
been interesting. It's been good. Been watching different things.
The only thing I watched was,
Well, right now they're having the Summer Olympics,
yeah.
and I've been slacking. I haven't caught an episode.
I've been watching a lot of it.
Oh.
So
Same. But I only watched 2 of the sports that are in it.
Now with I believe they got gymnastics, swimming.
well, gymnastics, swimming's happened, beach volleyball's happened, men's volleyball, cycling's happened, badminton I've watched.
That's an actual Olympic.
Yes. How about skateboarding this year for the first time?
Oh, wow.
And that was cool to watch. If you
Yeah,
watched
that
the
was pretty
skateboard.
cool.
That was really cool.
Yeah, I saw a clip on the news this morning. There was a 13-year-old.
Softball, the girls softball team came in
Won
second.
gold.
No.
Silver. Was it
They won the
silver?
silver.
Okay.
Japan beat them 2-0 the other day.
Yeah.
A girl who never, USA got a gold medal in fencing.
I
or
loved
foil.
watching that.
She won. She never. No, she never won. They never won a medal before. Some of the swimming events. It's just weird not to see Michael Phelps, but he's a commentator.
Yeah.
He's not swimming anymore. He's retired.
Matter of fact, Joey informed me that USA Network been on.
Yes, pretty much straight through it. I was shocked wrestling was on there this week. I was like, hope they're doing a little thing to wrestling. It was there. They broke up the Olympic thing to show wrestling.
The only Olympic sports I watched was the skateboarding, the gymnastics, and the swimming. That's about it.
Now, I had a discussion earlier with the operations manager here, one of the bosses here at the AACS about the situation with Simone Biles. Now, this is my opinion. I'm not going to say it's anybody else's opinion. My opinion. Simone Biles, okay, is a perfectionist. She has been for years. That's the way the girl is. That's just her makeup. I guess last week, what I was reading, she was messing up a lot in practice, making mistakes, and it was getting to her. See, the team was kind of leaning on her to be the go-to person. Oh, if we don't get a great score, Simone will get a good one. And the pressure's getting to her, got to her. And she's saying to herself, if I make a mistake here, I'm going to be in trouble. I can't do this. So her first vault, one vault, you get 2 vaults, you can throw a vault out.
Yeah.
She made a complete mistake. She didn't do the vault correctly. I watched it live when it happened. Well, when it happened on TV, I don't know if it was live or not. She messed up bad.
Yeah.
And then she quit. She's like, I can't do this. I'm not doing this anymore. I personally think, okay, yes, she said, okay, maybe I can't help the team, so let me bow out so I don't hurt the team. But I think she's being, in a way, selfish.
From what I was hearing, when she messed up on that, she got hurt.
Nope, nothing's been heard at all. She even said herself, she says, it's mental. It's the pressure being basically put in as the star, the person that gonna lean on, and the person who we expect to do great. I mean, she is a current world champion.
Yeah.
With her-
But she cost the team, I think, the gold medal. They won the silver.
I honestly don't think she was selfish. I think they need more like people that are like her to help have her lean on someone. So it's not always her getting
Well,
pushed into it.
Well, she was out. Yeah, no, because everything was dropped on her.
Yeah.
And she is the type of person she is. When she messes up, it just gets to her head because it
Because
dwells on
she's
her.
always been pushed to do the best. So she's mentally, if she messes up, she can't recover from it.
And this is from a kid that we have in this show because she's smart. That's exactly the reason why. I watched some of that. I've been watching canoe kayaking. I've been watching they had some of the skeleton
Olympic
rowing.
sport too? Kayaking?
Yes, kayaking.
Canoe? Wow.
Steve wants to have one
been on
where
that.
Steve wants to go with the Olympics when they have the pizza eating contest.
Didn't they
We
make
should have food eating
cheerleading
contests at
into the
Olympics.
Olympics or something? Didn't they make cheerleading into it? Or
No.
make it official or something?
No.
I was
You
hearing
should.
something about
That's a
that.
tough sport.
Do you know what the tough
cheerleading.
sport is today? I watched it again today. Water polo. No, you might laugh. Try swimming back and forth and swimming with your legs all day long and try to throw a ball around.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably tiring.
Water polo.
Try being that's a lot of physical work, but also too being a goaltender, goalie. When that ball is being thrown at you,
It's hard.
It hurts.
You got to jump up. You got to knock it down. I mean,
Well, you played a similar sport without water, soccer.
Yeah.
So you know how it is, all the physical running around, being kicked, and I'm sure you probably played goalie a few times.
I have.
With the ball being kicked at you with a lot of force.
Especially when
did you
go,
play goalie too, Steve? Did the ball hit you in the head a lot?
Also, when you're a goalie in soccer, you bend down and
I think I directed, but I've liked that one.
sometimes the cleat comes at you because they kick.
that's
Stop
true.
up.
They kick before it.
Oh, yeah.
Because they try to get the ball away from the goalie, so like they kick at you.
Because I wonder how many people get punched during water polo.
Oh, it's
gotta
constant.
throw the
No, it's
ball
constant.
and,
You're getting held underneath the water. They say,
You're getting drowned.
being
basically.
kicked.
I mean, no, those girls get punched, elbowed, smacked,
yeah.
everything, because you can't see it.
I can't
Exactly.
take the credit. I can't do that.
I mean, I don't know how many
could've
times
done
I
for
end
that.
up accidentally kicking and hitting people in the swimming pool.
Accidentally.
And that's not even playing water polo.
Keyword
That's 'cause you-
accidentally.
that's 'cause you were drowning. No.
Matter of fact, during we're talking about food and stuff,
That sounds good.
Here we
I
go again.
caught,
Food sounds good.
well, let me rephrase my words.
You caught
I
something?
found out that there were buffet places open.
No.
And sure
Where's this
enough, my picture of me is hanging up on the front window. Do not allow in this premise. Do not allow on the premises.
Blacklisted at buffets.
And so they were considering about closing it once again for their until the pandemic is gone.
You all hope
But
you have a
I
mask
think
that
the
you
real
can't get
reason
off.
is because I end up costing them a lot of money by being there.
I want to thank
like ate out the
WACS,
whole
our
place.
director, for directing us and for having our show. We have fun here. I hope you guys are enjoying our show. Thanks again and take
Bye.
care. God bless.
I'm hungry.